smile is an effective tool for boosting our self-confidence, and a healthy smile requires good dental care. Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the 51st episode of BMC Global Live Al Hilal Health World, an exclusive health talk with doctors from Al Hilal Hospital. Myself, Marina Francis. In today's episode of Health World, we will be discussing about the topic root canal treatment. Definitely we have our queries that will be clarified by the doctor joining with us. May I introduce to you the doctor joining with us today, Dr. Komal Sharma. She has completed BDS from Bangalore and MDS from Delhi. She is a specialist endodontist with over 13 years of experience, currently working at Al Hilal Hospital, Mohrak branch. She has an expertise with root canals. Definitely a very apt doctor for joining with us today for discussing on the topic root canal treatment. So let us begin our discussion today. Good evening, doctor.
Hi dear.
Welcome to Al Hilal Health World episode.
Thank you.
Doctor, let us begin with the basic question. What is root canal treatment and who requires to take a root canal treatment?
A root canal treatment is generally required when the innermost part of your tooth or the nerves of your tooth are approached by a carious lesion.
Okay.
So that generally happens when decay in the tooth progresses to the innermost part or the nerves of your tooth, and that causes pain and infection in the tooth. So that is when we need to do a root canal treatment, which is basically all about disinfection of the root canal space.
Okay.
So an endodontist is a dentist who specializes with root canal treatments.
So doctor, how does a person know that they have to approach a doctor or would have to take up a root canal treatment?
Generally, we often have patients coming to us with complaints of a tooth decay. They often experience food lodgement or food getting stuck in between their teeth.
Okay.
Or they can have sensitivity issues, which is they feel tingling or a sensitivity on intake of something hot or cold.
Okay.
Or sometimes the patient could just directly come to us with a complaint of a swelling. He might experience a swelling on his face, an extraoral swelling.
Okay.
So at any stage, if the patient experiences any kind of symptoms, he should not be ignoring it. And rather it is always advisable to visit a dentist, because if he approaches to a dentist at the right time and we can actually diagnose the problem at the correct time,
yes,
we can actually stop a disease from progressing to the stage of a root canal. We can stop it at an early stage and just give a normal filling to the tooth. Okay. So that can prevent the disease from getting advanced further, lead
yes,
to an infection and to a stage where the tooth is irreparable.
Okay. So doctor, how is this root canal treatment procedure done? How is the exact procedure?
Now how I would like to elaborate how a root canal is different from a normal filling.
Okay.
It is very often that many of us would experience a small cavity in the mouth, there is food lodgement. But if it is ignored to a certain time, it might progress and we can see the cavity approaching the innermost part of the tooth or the root canal space.
Okay.
So when that happens, just cleaning the outer surface of the tooth and giving a filling might not be enough.
Okay.
Because you are not disinfecting the innermost part of the tooth, you are not removing the infection.
Yes.
So that will not solve our purpose, in fact it would make it worse. Okay. So the entire idea of a root canal treatment is to disinfect the canals and remove the infected part of the tooth,
okay,
following which then we give a filling inside and an outside,
okay,
and on the outside. So during the course of the procedure, it can be a single sitting or a multiple sitting. And during the course, we clean up the cavity, disinfect the canals using different solutions and medicaments. We might even need to leave the medicament inside the tooth to do its course of action to disinfect the canal, following which we do a permanent filling inside and the outside.
Okay.
So also the treatment might be a single sitting or a multiple sitting, which depends on a lot of factors.
Okay.
So we need to take care of a lot of factors, because We have a lot of patients coming to me with queries or asking me if it is possible to do a root canal in a single session. On this I would like to elaborate a little. When a patient comes to us, we first need to see the condition of the tooth at the time when the patient approaches us. Now, teeth which do not give a history of a long standing infection, or if the patient has not had a very acute episode of pain or swelling, such cases are apt for a single session root canal. But if we come across cases, or if a patient approaches us who has had a long history of chronic infection, or he has undergone swelling, such cases are not very apt for a single session root canal. Because as I said before, the entire idea of doing root canal is to disinfect the space. So we need to leave the medicament inside for it to give its effect, for it to play its role, and that is when we proceed further and we give a permanent filling. So it might extend the treatment by a couple of visits.
So doctor, how long can a single session or a single setting of this procedure, how long can it take?
When we perform a procedure in a single session, it might be, of course it might be a long session which can extend up to 1 hour or an hour and a half. So that is another point where we need to do case selection as to which cases are apt for a single session. Now here I would also like to add that supposing we are working on a child patient, or we are working on a geriatric patient, an old patient, such cases might not be very apt for a single session root canal, because such cases, especially the child patient, they come with a lot of anxiety to the clinic. They come with a preconceived notion that it's going to be a very, very painful procedure. So such cases, our first aim is to make the patient comfortable on the chair, develop a good PR with the clinician, the assistant, and with the surroundings. So cases you would see that by the time their second appointment, they'll be more comfortable. So what I feel, any treatment is dental or medical, it is like a teamwork. The patient has to take his share of the responsibility. So when the patient is cooperative, it's a big boost for the clinician, and it makes very comfortable for him to go ahead with the treatment and to finish it faster. Similarly, if we have an old patient, geriatric patient, as I said, a single session root canal generally is a long procedure. So it's not going to be a very pleasant experience for an old patient to be on the chair for that longer time. We also need to take care of patients who are physically or mentally challenged in some ways. So such cases, again, we need to decide whether they are very apt cases for single session root canal. So they are, we really need to gauge the case before we start the treatment.
Doctor, as you mentioned about children and old age category people, can all the age category people undergo root canal treatment, or are there any people with certain medical conditions who shouldn't undergo this treatment?
Generally, this treatment is not contraindicated for anybody, except for medical reasons, as in when we are advised by a medical specialist or a child specialist that the child is not very cooperative and he might not be able to undergo the treatment, or he might not be, for any physical reasons, medical reasons, he will not be able to keep his mouth open for a long time. For such cases, we also sometimes carry out the cases under general anesthesia. But as such, there are no contraindications for this case. Even very elderly patients, patients who are mentally or physically challenged, can easily undergo this procedure. If they have any medical complications, that can be taken care by their concerned specialist. Patients can actually undergo a prior prophylactic antibiotic regime before we work upon an infected tooth. So all those things can be taken care of. There is no absolute contraindication to this procedure.
Okay. Doctor, what about pregnant ladies? Can they undergo this procedure?
Absolutely, they can undergo root canal treatment.
Okay.
Just that we need to take certain precautions while working on a pregnant patient.
Yes, true.
Because as I said, that any case which involves certain medical complications, that we can experience some medical complications. We can take a prior medical consent from their concerned gynecologist or their concerned medical specialist, and we can take adequate precautions. If they need to undergo prophylactic antibiotic regime, we can do that.
Okay.
And of course, we can take care of the time when the procedure takes place, the time the patient is more comfortable, posture the patient is more comfortable. Of course, there are certain precautions that we need to take, like pregnant ladies cannot, we cannot take radiographs for pregnant ladies.
Yes.
So there are ways where at least we can do part of the treatment so that she is relieved of the pain. And then as I would like to say that radiographs are an essential of a root canal treatment.
Okay.
Women, there are certain set of precautions. Might need to change the track of the procedure. We can do a part before so that at least she is relieved of the pain, and then part of it or the permanent fix can be given after her. Anesthesia. That is when we numb a particular tooth or we numb that area.
Okay.
So is a root canal. It is carried out under local anesthesia. So most part of the procedure, the patient is absolutely painless.
Okay.
The patient is comfortable, and during the procedure and even after the procedure, he can carry out his normal routine activities.
Okay.
Although I would like to add that in some cases where the patient has a prior acute infection, or he has a swelling, or there is an abscess, a pus accumulation, in such cases we see that the effect of anesthesia is a little less.
Okay.
So in such cases we would advise the patient to take an antibiotic course prior to starting the procedure.
Okay.
So we will prescribe the patient an antibiotic course, which will actually reduce the microbial load, and it will reduce the intensity of the infection a little.
Okay.
In turn reducing the pain. So and then once we start the procedure, the patient will be relatively more comfortable.
Okay.
And even post to the procedure, the most of the patients are fairly comfortable. All they might experience is just a little tenderness, because eventually we have to understand the fact that even post to the root canal treatment, the patient will take some time before he starts putting the entire load back on the tooth like any other normal tooth before, prior to the treatment.
Yes.
So the tooth will take some time before it starts feeling like a normal tooth back again.
Okay.
So the patient should have realistic expectations, and I think other than that, the entire treatment is fairly comfortable.
Okay.
And the patient can carry out with his normal routine activities during and even post to the treatment.
Okay. Doctor, adding on to the previous question, are there any people such as suffering from chronic diseases, diabetes or high blood pressure? Should they avoid, should they take any precaution before taking this treatment?
Yes, as I mentioned before, that patients who have a medical history or have any chronic conditions, there are no absolute contraindications to the procedure, but just that we need to monitor their blood sugar and blood pressure levels.
Okay.
And it is advised to carry out the procedure while their parameters are in control.
Okay.
And if they are not, we definitely take a medical clearance their concerned specialist, and generally if their medicines need to be modified to bring their parameters in control, that is done.
Okay.
And then we can safely carry out the procedure.
Okay. Definitely, we have only dealt with the basic questions regarding root canal treatment. We have further queries to clear from the doctor. We will be back after a very short break. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're watching BMC Global Live Al Hilal Health World, nothing but lifestyle. Our topic for discussion in today's episode is root canal treatment. We already dealt with a few questions regarding what is a root canal treatment and who all can undergo the treatment, whether it is painful and how is the procedure done. We will move ahead with the further queries. But just giving you a short reminder, the helpline number 24/7 WhatsApp helpline number is currently being scrolled, the scrolling is being put forth. So I request all of you to please save that number and do put in your queries, health queries, and we will be answering it in the upcoming Health World episode. So let us move ahead with the further queries. Doctor, one of the queries, as I said, I pick up from the helpline number that we received. After the root canal treatment, should we take care of our diet for a few days, or how should we manage it?
Few common instructions which we give to all our patients, and as I mentioned before, that it takes some time before your tooth or root canal treated tooth starts to feel normal in your mouth.
Yes.
Okay. So our common instructions which we give to most of our patients is that they should avoid eating on that side for a few days.
Okay.
Because if you start putting the entire load immediately, then definitely your tooth might feel a little tender, which is absolutely normal.
Yes.
So you should just give a little time, about
Okay.
let's say 4 to 5 days, and then once you start eating, it should start with a soft diet,
Okay.
and then gradually you should distribute the load on both the sides.
Okay.
So what I mean to say that you should not start putting the load on it immediately as soon as you move out of the clinic, because definitely that will give you some amount of discomfort, which is again normal.
Okay.
So just give it a little time, and then your tooth will absolutely start feeling normal, and distribute the load on both the sides equally. So that should be fine.
So just like that, another question is that before coming for the root canal treatment, is there some preparations that we have to make from the patient's side?
There are no preparations really which are required, other than that the patient should not be empty stomach, because as I told you before that most of the procedures are carried out under local anesthesia.
Okay.
So which is generally not given in an empty stomach unless otherwise your doctor advises you to do that. So you should be calm and comfortable, and any of your routine medication should be taken at a regular time.
Okay.
You should have your meals, and most importantly you should be calm and composed. You should not be anxious, because this is out of my personal experience. It is mostly they are the anxious patients,
Yes.
which have a lot of they come with a preconceived notion. And I think pain is more of a psychological phenomena
True.
than an actual one. So
yes.
if you are just comfortable mentally and you are composed, I think that does most part of the job.
Yes, I think that is a very valid point, doctor, because I've heard of this relative of mine. While reaching the clinic, the blood pressure gets high. So the
Absolutely.
treatment can't be done, and
yes,
it is
yes,
backed
that
out.
happens,
So
that
I think
happens.
that's a very useful, valid point for the viewers. Doctor, is root canal treatment a better alternative for extraction of tooth? Do you recommend that way?
Absolutely. When you compare a root canal treatment to tooth extraction,
Okay.
at the first go a patient might just feel that it's a simpler, quicker and probably an inexpensive option when you
Yes.
talk about the price part of it.
Yes.
But then many of us are not aware of the fact that just removing the tooth is not end of the story. Your problem is not ending there.
Okay.
It has its own spill-offs, it has its own side effects,
Okay.
which is once you remove a tooth, it is absolutely mandatory to replace that or give a prosthesis in that empty space.
Okay.
Because if you are not doing that, there is something called as a physiological movement. So the nearby tooth or the opposing tooth, they start moving into that empty space.
Okay.
And when that happens, it is basically at the cost of the periodontal health of your adjacent teeth.
Okay.
So the teeth which start to occupy that space will actually be losing the grip over the bone support.
Okay.
And in future they might tend to become loose or might even fall off. So in case for any reason if you decide that you do not want to do a root canal and you want to remove your tooth,
Okay.
So you must plan to replace that tooth. And when you are doing that, there is a cost involved to it, which if you compare to a root canal, at times is more expensive.
Okay.
So if there is an option for you to save your own tooth, you should definitely pick that up, because again, a prosthesis or an artificial replacement will never feel like a natural tooth in your mouth.
Yes.
So at any given day, a root canal treatment which can save your tooth is a better option than just removing your tooth or knocking it off.
Okay. Doctor, another question I would like to ask is there any myths associated with this root canal treatment that you have come across?
There are a lot of misbeliefs associated with the procedure. We often have patients coming to our clinic who are planning to undergo a root canal treatment or have done a root canal treatment in the past, and they experience some amount of pain or discomfort. So a very common query that we come across is that why is my tooth hurting, or why do I feel some discomfort, although we have undergone a root canal treatment and the nerve is cut. So I would like to, as I mentioned before, that any treatment, whether it's a medical or a dental treatment, is a teamwork.
Yes.
So the patient has to take his share of responsibilities. Doing a root canal, it doesn't work like fill it, shut it, forget it. So most of the patients think that once it is filled, we can just forget about it. It's not like that. The maintenance part has to be taken care by you.
Okay.
Because one thing, once the root canal is done, it is absolutely mandatory to give a cover on a tooth or a crown on a tooth.
Okay.
Now there are two reasons, or there are two purposes that the crown solves. One is, of course, I would want to add that once you do a root canal in the tooth, we are basically removing the vital part of your tooth. We are cutting the nerve and the blood supply of the tooth that makes the tooth little brittle, and also we are removing the dead and the decayed part of the tooth.
Okay.
So that is reducing the overall strength of the tooth. So there are very high chances that if the patient accidentally bites onto something hard,
Okay.
the tooth can fracture, or the tooth or the filling can chip off.
Okay.
So to take care of that, it is very important to give a crown or a cover that holds the tooth intact. There is another reason to it, that there are a lot of times that we will have patients walking into my clinic and they have got a root canal done before. They might not even realize that the filling or the post endo restoration that they had done maybe few months or few years back has a minor crack in it or has chipped off.
Okay.
But that is a potent source for micro leakage to happen, or there will be infiltration of infection that can reach down your tooth and even below the tooth in the bone, and that can cause reinfection.
Okay.
So it's not that once a root canal has been done, the tooth can never get reinfected or can never experience pain at all. It's not like that, because eventually it is still in your mouth. It is surrounded by gums and vessels. So you have to do your share of, you need to take care of your part of the responsibility as well.
Yes.
So it is advised to the patient that even post the root canal, or even after he is given a crown, he needs to give a periodic visit to get his teeth and the restorations and the crowns checked for any leakage or any fractures.
Okay.
Okay.
So doctor, as you mentioned, are there any other post-operative care measures that the patient should take?
Other than these, the post-operative care, as I mentioned, it is important for the patient to get a crown done.
Yes.
And in case for some reason if he is not been able to get a crown done, then it is important he should give periodic visit to get his restoration at least checked, that is that intact.
Okay.
There should not be any leakage, there should not be any cracks, because they are a potent source of reinfection.
Okay.
So a good seal of the tooth is a very critical factor for the overall health of a tooth which has undergone a root canal treatment.
Okay. Doctor, a question that people tend to ask is, are there any side effects in fact, or are there any complications that can occur after the treatment?
There are no real, there are no side effects associated with the treatment as such.
Okay.
Because it's a fairly safe procedure, and there is nothing really which will bother you post the treatment.
Okay.
And only thing that if you take care of your tooth and you take adequate precautions and you do your part of the job of giving a regular visit to a dentist, I think everything should fall in place. There are no as recorded side effects of the treatment.
Okay. Doctor, so you advised that we should put a crown for that teeth. So after how long after the root canal treatment can we put a crown for the teeth?
Generally, it is advised to the patient to give a crown within a month.
Okay.
However, in certain cases, because I have a lot of cases coming to me which have had a root canal previously, where or they have come to us with big swelling, or there is a lot of infection, there is chronic infection in the tooth.
Okay.
Such cases are kept under observation even post the treatment is done. After giving the permanent filling, we keep the tooth under observation for some time.
Okay.
So that varies from every case. So in such cases, we would want to take a follow-up X-ray to see how the tooth is doing following the root canal.
Okay.
And then maybe we can give a gap of a few weeks and then recall the patient, and if the X-ray looks sound, the post-operative X-ray looks good, then we can advise the patient to go ahead with the crown.
So doctor, another question I would like to pick up from the helpline number, the question that we received is, if a patient does not want to do root canal treatment, are there any other alternatives?
Yes, if for some reason if the patient decides not to do a root canal and it is an infected tooth, then in that case the only option left will be to remove the tooth.
Okay.
But as I emphasized before, that once you remove the tooth, it is advisable for the patient to replace it as soon as possible.
Okay.
Now there are various options which are given to the patient for replacement. They can be removable dentures. He can have a fixed prosthesis also, in which he has options for putting a bridge or even an implant,
Okay.
which is fairly popular with the patients nowadays. So he can pick any of the options which are suitable for his condition,
Okay.
because not every patient is suitable to take up a fixed prosthesis. So depending on the condition of his periodontium, his oral health, I think we can pick up an option for him.
Okay.
But he should definitely replace the missing tooth, and he should cover up the empty space. He should take up the option of giving a prosthesis there once he decides to remove the tooth.
Okay. So doctor, you mentioned about various different aspects of root canal treatment in this episode. Can you sum it all up for our viewers as a takeaway message, what they should remember?
I would just want to say that people generally have a lot of misconceptions, and they have anxieties associated with the treatment, which is why they decide either to remove the tooth right away, or they would just avoid going to a dentist out of the fear. And which is why most of the times small lesions which can easily be just taken care of by doing a filling reach to a stage where the tooth is very badly infected, or even to the point that we cannot even save it with a root canal, we just have to remove the tooth. So I think the patient should just give a periodic visit to their dentist, and things are most of the treatments, as I mentioned, are done under local anesthesia, so there is absolutely no reason to feel anxiety or to feel anxious.
Yes.
And most of the times we can save the tooth with just a simple filling. Most of the times a small lesion or simple issues like sensitivity or food lodgement can be taken care of by doing fillings, or even doing vital pulp therapies, wherein the sometimes deep lesions or big fillings can also be saved
Okay.
Big cavities can be saved with a filling, and we do not need to do a root canal treatment in that. So it is just up to the patient how responsible he is and how efficient he is. So he needs to do his part of the job, and I think things will fall into place.
Okay. Thank you very much, doctor, for joining with us and answering to all our queries. Definitely, I'm sure this episode was a very informative one, and I hope all of our queries are cleared regarding a root canal treatment. Once again, a reminder, please do save the 24/7 helpline WhatsApp number and do send in your queries. Definitely, it will be answered in the upcoming Health World episode. So, until we meet again next week, this is Marina Francis signing off. Keep smiling, keep spreading smiles. Good night.